Whoa! Hey there. Come on. Come on, Roach. Hey there. Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's. Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Ulrich.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now, powerfully so, and it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brockvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and
Bueno,
Udalric both lived here.
por si
Maybe
alguien lo
that's
ve,
why.
yo estoy jugando en 4K
I've got to get the
a
sword.
máxima
Out
calidad
of the question. I'll get
y
it.
Really? Thanks.
estoy haciendo el directo a 1440p, que es 2K, o sea, se redimensiona en YouTube a 2K, 60 imágenes por segundo, a un bitrate aproximado de unos 16 megabytes por segundo, es decir, tengo que usar un ancho de banda de 16 megabytes por segundo. Encuentro la espada, a ver dónde está la espada. No estaba hablando porque tenía los altavoces puestos y ahora me he puesto los cascos y solo tengo que darle un interruptor. Algún día, si me animo, haré un vídeo del setup que tengo aquí, que es cuanto menos curioso. Qué asquito eso negro que cae. Aquí hay un montón de chispas, partículas en movimiento, todo esto en 4K. Aquí, por ejemplo, me he bajado a 58 FPS. Tengo un mod de alta definición, bueno, de alta resolución, digamos, que mejora las texturas del juego de base. Eso es lo bueno del PC. No tengo ni idea de dónde está la espada, no me acuerdo. Voy a ver si está por arriba. Esta es una de las partes del juego, bueno, no partes como del juego en sí, sino zonas del juego que más me gusta. Las islas. Para mí tiene una de las mejores, bueno, no banda sonora, sino una de las mejores músicas del juego como ambientación de la zona. Y en parte supongo que es por eso, que son todo islas, es muy grande todo, hay un montón de cosas que no he visto aún del juego y le he echado más de 100 horas. Vale, vamos a dar la vuelta. Porque yo he venido por el otro lado. A ver qué dice esto.
Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
Cierto, el
It's
rey.
not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Farewell.
Pues no me acuerdo dónde está esto. Sí, yo he venido por aquí. Sí, sí. Pero aquí no hay nada más. Vale, vamos a entrar en todas las habitaciones. A ver, aquí está. Llave del sótano. ¿Dónde está la trampilla del sótano? Ahí. Uy, oigo ruido. Esta misión daba un poco de yuyu. Mira la sombra esa.
What is this about?
Eso es algún tipo de bestia o algo así. Es como una maldición, creo que atormenta los sueños o las pesadillas de... No estoy seguro, no me acuerdo. Luego en el bestiario lo veremos.
So, did you find the sword?
Sí, sí, vamos.
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then. You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something, or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
¿Cómo se nota?
Things were never cut
Y
and
la
dried
gente
with
podrá
Yen.
decir lo que quiera.
What is it about her?
Las
What is
60
it that
imágenes por
draws you?
segundo.
Dunno.
Resaltan mucho la suavidad de los
Maybe, it's
movimientos,
'cause I've never chosen comfort and
los
ease,
árboles, las
calm and
cuerdas de
quiet.
antes. Mirad los árboles. Los que podáis, ponedlo a 2K si lo estáis viendo resubido. Y mirad simplemente cómo se mueve todo. Es una gozada. Aparte, yo lo estoy jugando en 4K, ¿eh? Esto es increíble, vaya. Todos estos árboles moviéndose. El sonido de las plantas, todo. Venga, Ceris, corre un poco.
Heimdall watches over Clan Twirsech, the blood of kings.
El sonido también está muy bien hecho, bien posicionado. No pasa de un lado a otro como si nada, sino que está bien... Está bien hecho el juego. Madre mía. Las vacas aquí y las cabras ahí colgadas.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
¿Qué pasó?
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make.
Vaya, que te
It's
cortas la
our
mano.
belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
Sobre esas voces.
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
No, es un monstruo. No son los dioses.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Cright's guest,
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
Sí.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize to Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
No tengas miedo.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher, Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's
Mira,
ghost
cabras
won't
ahí
rest
arriba, me lo ha
until
parecido.
Brockvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Vale. Tengo que poner la espada que hemos encontrado antes en los restos del hermano de este Jarl. Los Jarls también eran del Skyrim. Eran como los alcaldes o algo así de los poblados y los pueblos. Mitología nórdica, básicamente. Ahí hay sumergidos. Tengo que ir con cuidado. Vamos a pelear un poquito. Madre mía, descuartizado. Recordad que este juego no es para menores, ¿eh? ¡Hala! Ahí hay otro. Más. Vale. Ya no salen más. No sé dónde estará el cofre ese. A ver, si me deja salir, mejor. Me acuerdo una vez que, antes de que actualizaran y parcharan ese problema, que me quedé dentro de un charquito de agua en los pantanos y no podía salir.
Must be the place.
Vale, vamos a tomarnos las pociones. En este juego es muy importante las pociones. A ver, ¿cuál es la de bucear? Aumenta el suministro de oxígeno, mejora con un 50% y mejor. Hace tiempo que no juego. Consumir. Ahora tengo mucho más oxígeno. ¿Eso qué es? Vale, ya le he colocado. Ahora aparecen bichos de estos. Vale, vamos a regresar. Venga ya, hombre. Sí, menos mal de la poción, porque si no, no estaría hablando. Verás cómo ahora está el tío ese. Que va a hacer una tontería con el bebé. Verás. No quiero el caballo, que voy a ir por aquí. Venga, salta. Vamos para allá. Hostia, el grito. Algo ha hecho. Tonto. Tonto.
Why'd you do it?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
Tú estás tonto.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch. You didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
¿Cuándo te hablaron?
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
Era el
My
bicho
old
ese que hemos
home.
visto.
They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
¿Los has visto alguna vez?
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
Series tenemos que hablar, porque no son los dioses ni nada de eso.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other
Iba a
way?
55,
They say a Heim can be
54
tricked.
FPS,
48 cuando apunta Geralt, supongo que es por la cantidad de
then it'll move
texturas.
on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's
sombras.
been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
No quiero que piense que va a
The
morir.
Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it.
Se alimenta del
If the
pesar.
new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
And what about the other method?
Puede que no sobreviva.
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could
Es
just
como un parásito.
expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
¿Qué decías sobre Jennifer?
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skellige, a brave knight or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
Supongo que lleva razón.
What can I say?
So, shall we try tricking it first?
Yeah, let's.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you then.
Vamos ya.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent.
Registra otra vez el ruido.
And?
An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
La casa encantada. Tengo una antorcha por si aparece o algo.
Siri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Está hablando al
Geralt, come! Think I got
espíritu.
an idea!
Espérate.
Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him.
Geralt!
A ver, ¿qué quieres, pesada? A mí no
Come
me
up with
grites.
anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Venga.
So do I. So, can we start?
Comencemos.
I'm ready.
Vamos a
All right,
cargarnos a este
I'll be
tío.
back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Unas horas después, tanto has tardado en encender el fuego.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Venga, en el horno. Y la ha bloqueado. Le ha puesto la señal, el escudo. ¡Hostia! Todo el cuello. Ahí está el fantasma, el demonio.
Aki!
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
El demonio. Vale, muerto.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
Estarás bien.
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
Adiós.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Thought we already discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favorable winds and following seas to you.
To you too. So long.
Vale, pues una de las misiones principales de Skellige listas. A ver. Vale, soy nivel 83, ¿eh? Tengo las expansiones que quiero volver a pasármelas porque no lo hice todo en la última, la de Blood and Wine. Y me interesa bastante poder hacerla. ¿Ves? Esta es. Vamos a marcar este sitio, voy a ir a verlo. ¿Por dónde leches iba al otro lado? ¡No! No te caigas. Pues no lo sé, voy a ver si subiendo por aquí. Vale, sí, por aquí. Bueno, a lo mejor no, ¿eh? A lo mejor no y he roto un poco lo que viene siendo el juego. Bueno, aunque parece que se podía venir por aquí, ¿no? No sé. Bueno, he llegado, que es lo que importa. No sé por qué suena esta música ahora. Que por cierto, para los que tengáis el juego, si vais a la carpeta de instalación, tenéis la banda sonora. Igual que si lo comprabais en formato físico. Lugar de poder, bien, eso da un punto de habilidad y nos mejora una señal durante un rato. A lo mejor hay algún enemigo, pero no lo creo. Vale, tengo un mod que me permite viajar desde cualquier punto. Y claro, yo el juego ya me lo he pasado. De hecho, me lo he pasado 2 veces. Así que voy a a viajar directamente aquí. Me parece que mejor aquí.
Oi, Witcher! Got an offer for you.
¿Por qué sigue esta música? No lo entiendo. Vamos a guardar partida. ¿No me deja guardar partida en este momento? No sé qué pasa. Como si estuviera en combate o algo. No, no me deja. Qué bonito el bosque. Hostia. No sé por qué no me hace bien los controles algo. Matar, Quedamos tú y yo. Venga, pégame. Son duros, ¿eh? Venga, cúrame. Si se hace daño al pegarme, yo me estoy curando. Madre mía. Ahora parece que ya... Vale, ya vuelve a sonar la música de Skellige. No me deja guardar. Bueno, no sé. A ver si iniciando la misión... 650 metros. Lo que quiero es guardar partida. Están los druidas que no quieren que...
You're mad, woman! Mad, I say!
Maybe, but I've got good.
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know, Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
A ver, ¿de qué
Barry,
estás hablando?
what are you talking about?
She's not told you? Might have expected as much. The myth is that Ouroboros created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Ouroboros made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask,
Cuenta historia,
it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
¿Cómo has conseguido la
Where'd you get
máscara?
this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Urberos's mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
Tenemos el permiso
Theft
del
or no
crash.
theft, Kroch gave us free rein.
First off, this might indeed be his isle. But we, the Druids, watch that no alien magic takes hold here. Secondly, after the cataclysm occurred, Kroch turned to us for help and trusted this site to our care. Third,
Madre mía, el rayo.
what was that? No. Jennifer's used the mask.
Se ha adelantado. Madre de Dios, la lluvia, qué chulo. Tengo que hacer una captura de esto. ¡Oh, con el rayo! Aunque tiene un poco de calidad rara el rayo. Una captura, snap. Una captura en super resolución, mira. A por 2 misma, vamos a mejorarla. Snap. Pero eso es la tecnología Ansel de Nvidia.
Great.
A ver, Jennifer, ¿qué haces con la máscara?
What was
Loca.
that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here?
The power of the mask summoned them.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Well, let's go.
This way. Already found the first spot.
Ahí está la máscara. Ahí está.
This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until we've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Syrian.
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Se mueve como un
Come,
brujo.
let's find the next spot.
Venga. Tu primera, si insistes.
What now, you piece of filth?
Watch out!
Madre de Dios, eso era de Siri.
What
O
was that?
del que la acompañaba.
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful,
Sigue sin dejarme
even
guardar.
the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
bet Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
La runa de mi espada hace que se congelen de vez en
This is
cuando.
creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know what you're thinking. Don the mask.
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come.
Vamos.
Well, ready?
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal. Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. The mage who was with Ciri fled too. Know where?
His trace path leads to Velen as well. But the target coordinates of his portal differ from those of Ciri's. The explosion must have disrupted his teleportation.
Ran into Kira Metz in Velen. Coincidence maybe, but she claimed a mage came to her looking for Ciri. Be surprised if it wasn't the same one.
Whoever he is, he grows more interesting by the minute.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us. We'll see what Krach has to say about this.
Relax. Storm's died down. You've clearly got things under control.
For now. But who knows what will be a week or two on?
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray
Un
at
cenicero
best.
poco manejable.
I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So,
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
plausible. Considering what happened to the wood. Do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her, then he fought her attacker.
Yes? Is that it?
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
He went flying in that direction.
No me deja guardar. Es que se ha bugueado o algo,
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can. Geralt, please move before I'm forced.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... What do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor. Though the workmanship's unfamiliar.
Es
Can't
de
even tell where
la
it's
Wild
from.
Hunt, de la cacería salvaje.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, la
First
cacería salvaje.
here, then on
Un
Hinder's
ejército
Knoll.
de elfos
What did they want?
que viajan a
They're
través de
looking for
mundos.
Ciri.
But why?
Física cuántica.
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins.
'Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extraordinary abilities. But could that truly be so important?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is no obstacle for her.
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Skellige. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders said the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted, then galloped inland, laughing fiendishly.
Anyone survive?
A dozen or so women, and an old man.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll
No le
meet
dice
you on
su
the
nombre.
beach near Lofoten.
Venga, vamos.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Good luck to you. Inform me once you've learned anything new.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjall. But if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way.
84.
Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
No me deja guardar. Bueno, voy a dejarlo aquí.